Welcome back to Legacy Farm. This is part 2 of our composting series, composting on a larger scale. I have Zach with me again today. How are you doing?
Great. How are you, Wendy?
I'm good. So, if I'm not an urban gardener and I have more space to work with, how do you compost on a larger scale?
Well, the way we do it out here at the farm is pretty simple. We just use the pile method. If you look over this way, you can see this big giant pile we've got here. And this is years and years and years of composting and gardening and things like that. So what we like to do, if you have some space, best thing you can do is just start you a pile. You don't need anything fancy, no fancy infrastructure. But what we do, if you look over here, Wendy, you see we've got some pine straw. This is nice and rich with chicken manure. So we'll just throw a little bit on here. You know, we got a little bit of there on the little chicken manure in there, and then you take a scoop of your browns here, you throw it right on top. Grass clippings, also a great thing. You can really use all your wood ash, whereas in our garden bed, you saw that we were only kind of limited. We could only you don't want to use too much because you burn your plants up. If you look over here, we clean all our chicken coops out, and we put the nitrogen, big old pockets of nitrogen right there in the pile, and bury it. You know, and then when the time comes, you want to mix it up. And the key to composting on a large scale is getting it hot. You really want to get your pile underneath that surface just so hot from the sun and the density that it really gives it a chance to break down, and all those good rich nutrients rise to the top. And it's really a great way to build your own soil and not have to buy it all the time, because that can add up.
And do you turn it yourself with like a shovel, or do you use a piece of farm equipment?
Well, we're lucky enough out here to use farm equipment. We use a bobcat to come out here and really turn it up and turn it all around, and that allows the heat to build up and allows it to mix really well. And so, yeah, we're lucky to use a piece of equipment, but you could just as easily, if you're doing it for your house, you could do it with a shovel. It would be a great way to do it.
Well, thank you so much, Zach.
Absolutely. Hope it's been helpful.
It has, and stay tuned for part 3 on our composting series.